A very warm welcome and thank you for joining us on today's live broadcast. I'm here to bring us news about what has been going on over the last couple of hours in our dear nation, Nigeria. Well, our very own His Excellency P2B has responded to the claims made by the Special Advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Nanuga, that he demolished the Anambra residence structure for road construction without compensation. And this is in reply to His Excellency P2B's tweets concerning the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road and the fact that it wasn't really necessary considering the economic situation that Nigerians are in. And also Dave Umahi also came out to say a lot about the cry that His Excellency P2B came out to say about Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, and he criticized Tinubu's government over the demolition of structures along the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. And this has brought different reactions even from the APC camp, from Bayo Nanuga to Dave Umahi and to Reno Mokri. They've come out to call His Excellency P2B a hypocrite. They said he did the exact same thing while he was in office. But let's just take a listen to what exactly Dave Umahi said, and then we'll come back and have conversations about it.
Brings me to some of the comments made by my brother, His Excellency P2B. I'm not supposed to comment about it because some people have already done the work, and I saw what Arise brought, the say courtesy channel, and they were bringing, similar scenario when His Excellency P2B was governor, and he made a statement. He said, any infrastructure that stands on the way of road construction must go, and there will be no compensation paid, quote and unquote. That's what he said. But look at me, by the human face of Renewed Hope Agenda Administration, we are even paying for people that are illegally staying on the coastline and do not even have, valid infrastructure and valid documents. That is messy. That is messy. Some people darken counsel without knowledge. There is devil in details. When you bring judgment, when you condemn people, you bring judgment upon yourself. And that's what he has done. And I think he's inciting some of the Southeast people that are not well informed. He's inciting them, and he gets them into trouble, and he doesn't go to fight for them. Wisdom is a defense. We know money is a defense. But wisdom gives life to those that practice it. And I want our people to have wisdom, because I'm involved. And there is no humanity method to landmark. That matter should be buried, because I was there. And so we fought everything possible. Even people donated their rights of occupancy to save his two big infrastructure. And that should show, appreciation. But some people have taken on it alongside with him to play politics. Some people are already very bitter. Why should it be President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is the one to develop this coastal road?
That was Minister for Works Dave Umahi coming to P2B, or coming at P2B rather, for his statements. And I think it's particularly funny because they are just distorting the words of His Excellency P2B. He did not say do not demolish. He said if you're going to demolish, have plans. And also the fact that this is not a priority project, because we still have highways within the states and within parts of Nigeria that are not properly maintained. And so he's saying, instead of rushing to build into a new one, right, let us just manage and also properly maintain the ones we have. But of course, the APC people are very good at propaganda, and so they had a lot to say about it. It wasn't just Dave Umahi, Bayo Nanuga too, who happens to be the minister, the specialist for information and strategy, actually came out to say that this was from his ex-handle, that P2B is an incurable hypocrite. As governor of Anambra, he demolished houses to build roads and refused to pay compensation. Today is Obi is attacking the Tinubu government for demolishing structures standing on the path of the Lagos-Calabar Superhighway. Well, His Excellency P2B has particularly reacted to these claims, and he took to his X handle to actually decry the distortion of facts surrounding his actions and remarks during his tenure as the governor of Anambra State. He said, "It has come to my attention and I strongly denounce the distortion of facts surrounding my actions and statements during my tenure as governor of Anambra State, particularly concerning the ongoing demolitions for the construction of the Lagos-Calabar Superhighway. I aim to address these issues directly, devoid of political rhetoric, to ensure clarity for all. Let me be unequivocal. During my governorship, I made it abundantly clear that all structures obstructing existing roads and lacking approval would be removed. The circulated video clearly stated this, and I only initiated removal when construction had already commenced. Any insinuation otherwise is a blatant misrepresentation of the truth, and I challenge anyone to verify and show me where the demolished structures on existing roads or ongoing businesses were not encroaching on the road and built without government approval while I served as governor. To provide further clarity, consider concrete examples. I decisively demolished the Onitsha North local government headquarters situated on the only existing stadium, relocated and built a brand new structure for the local government office away from the stadium. This action was necessary to restore the stadium to its original purpose as a sporting facility for the people. Subsequently, the stadium was rightfully named after the first owner of the first football club figure in Nigerian sports, Chuba Ikpeazu, as a tribute to our commitment to honoring our heroes. Similarly, the Onitsha South Stadium, the sole local playing ground for the community, converted into a local government office, recognizing the importance of recreational spaces. I reverted it to its original status by demolishing and relocating the local government office. I then renovated the stadium and renamed it after the longest-serving Green Eagles captain, Godwin Achebe. My actions were strategic, aiming to prioritize the repair and maintenance of existing infrastructure over projects that risked disruption and destruction. This approach aimed to safeguard the livelihoods of Nigerians and to ensure the efficient use of resources that is crucial to clarify the false comparison drawn between my actions on Brewery Road and the current coastal superhighway project. I never proposed creating a new road that would disrupt existing structures. Instead, I focused on removing obstructions on the existing roads to enhance accessibility and safety for all. The ongoing destruction and disruption of jobs and livelihood associated with the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road construction sharply contrasts with my administration's efforts to improve infrastructure while minimizing adverse impacts on communities. Regarding allegations of incitement against the government, I firmly reject those unfounded accusations aimed at tarnishing my character. My focus is on fostering constructive dialogue and inclusivity rather than engaging in divisive politics. Claims of incitement are baseless distractions. I've always advocated for unity and advancement, refusing to partake in reactionary divisive policies and politics. P2B refused to be reduced to the level of those who wallow in ethnic politics. Worse still, I have never and can never descend as low as to base my political aspirations on any sectional or ethnic interest. My commitment to serving with integrity remains steadfast, and I encourage all Nigerians to unite for a prosperous future. In conclusion, I stand by my record as governor and reject any attempts to distort the narrative for political gain. My commitment remains unwavering to advocate for the rights and well-being of all Nigerians, ensuring that development initiatives prioritizes the needs of the people. Most importantly, I will continue to insist that our national resources be applied with maximum frugality. Signed, P.O. Well, it is actually particularly sad that His Excellency P2B had to take his time to explain all of this, because he noticed that there was an intentional distortion of the facts concerning his statements. And we know the APC camp and Tinubu and his cohorts to be masters of propaganda. This is not the first time they've tried to twist what exactly His Excellency P2B has said to suit their selfish narratives. It is not the first time. And Baron Nanuga is always in the forefront of championing this foolishness. So particularly, it is sad that we have to explain this to them. but I think it's weaponized ignorance, because they know exactly what he meant, but they just intentionally try to misconstrue it so it can fit their narrative. And so he has nipped that in the bud, his right of response, to actually say, you know what, let me set the record straight concerning what has been going on with my statements. Anyways, moving on, we have the situation going on with the Kogi State, the drama with EFCC and Yahaya Bello. Very recently, today to be precise, we had leaked reports from a WhatsApp platform that suggested that the embattled Kogi State governor, in the person of Yahaya Bello, was currently making moves to bribe some judges handling his alleged fraud and money laundering case initiated against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commissions with dollars. Right? Reporters gathered this, and it was revealed by his close allies and commissioners in Kogi State in their chats in a WhatsApp group named Only Ododo for Constituency, which were leaked to reporters on Thursday morning, being today. Right, the findings revealed that members of the WhatsApp platform include Evangelist Kingsley Fanwo, who served as Commissioner for Information and Communication in Bello's administration in Kogi State and currently serves the government of the governor of Usman Ododo. Another person that was also found in this WhatsApp platform is Barrister Salami Ozigi Didat, who is the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and Honorable Umar Orichi Shaibu, the Director General of the Kogi State Government House. And so these are the people, and in these conversations, Fanwo disclosed that Bello informed him about his plan to bribe all the judges handling his case. The commissioner said that Bello had converted some funds from Naira notes to dollars, which will make it more appealing to the sitting judges. Well, these are the screen munches from some of the alleged WhatsApp group, and this report is coming from Sahara Reporters because we got these from them, and these you can see on the screen. And that parts of it reads that even if Oga turns himself in or not, if the money gets to the judges, we are sure of victory. The enemies will cry soon. And then someone else replies, glory be to God, and they will cry like bush babies. It's just a lot. We can see it on the screen. You can take your time to, read it verbatim, so you see what the plan is particularly. But, I think it's really important that we have this whistleblowing attempt. So whoever it is that leaked this chat is somebody who leaked it in the interest of Nigerians, because we've seen situations like this after governors stay in power and they loot money. Whenever they get to the courts, they have their rulings in their favor. And so we can see this is all allegedly. These are plans to actually bribe these judges. And I hope for once the judiciary is going to make Nigerians proud by actually rejecting stuff like that, because we know how it is that it's also the judiciary is supposed to be the last hope of the common man, but with the last antecedents, with their antecedents and things that we've seen them do over the last couple of decades, we can't trust them. And so this is no surprise to see that there are plans to actually bribe them. But we hope that this time, just for a change, we get to see a diversion from their usual mode of doing things, where somebody is going to actually stand for the truth and say, you know what, enough is enough. We need to bring these our leaders to accountability, bring them to book. They have to account for their stewardship during the period of time they had power. And so kudos to whoever it is that leaked this particular WhatsApp chats. And we can see, and so all eyes are on the judiciary right now. If the case eventually goes to court, we hope to see them make sure that the rule of law prevails, because they said that nobody is above the law. Well, it's looking like a couple Nigerians or a couple politicians. Justice is now for the people who can afford it, right? So if you pay the right amount or the right price, you can get the courts to bow to your will or to your favor. And it's just particularly sad in our democracy. So I call on the judiciary and whoever it is that is going to handle this case, there are extra eyes on you now, because now we know of the plots to actually buy judgment in their favor with this particular chat. Well, moving on from there, we have the situation, the video that had resurfaced earlier during the week that showed a reporter talking about the loss of for the fact that there was no fuel existing currently, as at the time fuel subsidy was removed. And this was over 30 years ago, when Nigerians have actually digged out this video and they've put it out on the air, and a lot of reactions have trailed it. Let's particularly take a soundbite from what exactly transpired and come back and have conversations about it.
They can't get fuel. You have the soldiers that come, they buy petrol, they put it in jerry cans, they sell it right in front of these people. It's ridiculous. They get fuel themselves. Why do they have to come here? They don't join the queue, they just buy and they sell right in front of people. It's ridiculous. Something has to happen.
Well, these are really, really interesting times, because this just goes to show one thing, that Nigeria has progressively deteriorated over the last couple of decades. We have the one of 1974, have the one of 1994, this issue of fuel subsidy removal and fuel scarcity, and here we are again in 2024 and we are still having this issue, and it's just very sad. It just points to one thing, that the Nigerian ruling class are not really doing much when it comes to nipping certain situations in the bud. We have 30 years ago problems that have plagued us for over half a century ago, and we're still here year after year still having the same issues. And it's just particularly sad because Nigerians have endured suffering from time immemorial. Some days it seemed like some were better than some, but the reality is that Nigerians have never particularly had it smooth, right? And so from 1974, one would think the people who existed during that time would probably think that, you know what, they were fighting the last fight just to make Nigeria better. If only they knew that if they look into the future, some 30, 40 years from now, we will still be having these conversations about fuel scarcity, then they would have realized that how pathetic it was to be Nigerian at this point. So it's just particularly sad, and we call on the government once again to make sure they nip this situation in the bud. We don't want to have to report this or have another generation come to witness this, and it's just particularly sad because 30 years ago, we had this as a problem. We've had different regimes, we've had different presidents, but yet we still have this recurring problem of fuel scarcity. And it's just really, really sad. Well, that's as much as we can take on this particular live broadcast. And we're going to be back some other time during the day to have conversations around politics and policies going on in Nigeria. But before I leave the studio, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this platform, because that is the way you can amplify our voices and help us to let our voice travel towards every part of Nigeria, to let them know that the Obidient Family TV is live. And also, I have to bring up the gospel we've been preaching over the last couple of weeks, which is the Obidient Family Cooperative Society. It is a society that was actually put with Nigeria in mind, a plan to globally mobilize from the grassroots Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, to move from consumption to production, like His Excellency P2B has always championed and advocated for. And so if you want to join the WhatsApp platform, the link to join the WhatsApp platform will be in the description of this video. So don't forget to join the link, follow the link, and join the platform and have conversations on how to be part of this epoch-making event. And so till we come your way again, bye for now.
Few days of locked gates, long queues, and bolted nozzles across filling stations in Lagos State and a few other states of Nigeria. And a lot of Nigerians are questioning this time, what is the cause of this scarcity? Is this even scarcity? This is the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, where we're taken to the streets to find out why the filling stations, some of them locked, and a lot of them have long queues like this, with a number of Nigerians actually at loggerheads in a bid to get fuel for transportation as well as other uses. I'm interested in finding out what the experiences of these people are here today and in other places.
I've been here since after 9. Look at the time. This is 4 minutes after 4. I just bought fuel now. This guy, they will not allow cars to enter. They will sell fuel for jerry cans, collecting money. See, I was on queue on a particular spot like this, in front of the pump, for 2.5 hours. In front of the pump like this, they kept on selling jerry cans, and other vehicle will come through back door. Imagine selling to them, and we are regular customer here. I'm supposed to be on site, supervising my workers working on site. Queue for fuel since morning. Definitely, it has affected so many businesses. Go outside there. You see people at the bus stop waiting for vehicle. Well, according to NMPC, they said they have a shortfall of supply. You understand? That is what they told us. But for how long are we going to continue with this? For how long? Please, government needs to do something about this. Probably maybe because Dangote refinery wants to start work, and Port Harcourt refinery wants to start work. Probably maybe they are trying to reduce the number of supply into the country, waiting for those supply from Dangote and Port Harcourt refinery. But at the same time, we don't deserve this sovereignty. We don't deserve this.
It has been difficult to get fuel. I've been here for the past 2 hours to get this small quantity of fuel I have now. And you know the stress, leaving your office work, coming down here to queue and things like that. We just hope that things get better. We are all waiting for the news from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to tell us what hope we need. The news I heard this morning, it was said that the refinery where they are getting the fuel outside the country are going through some, renovation and services and things like that. But hopefully, as we were told that our own refinery will work soon, we hope that all this scarcity of fuel will go off soonest. According to the news we heard a few weeks ago that Dangote refinery is going to start operation. So we are hoping that the refinery of Dangote will start work and all the fuel scarcity and this price hike will come down and we all enjoy the benefit of democracy.
It's been sad and disheartening that you can see me with a keg of 5 liters. Yesterday, my car was on red, so I needed to buy fuel at least to fill it in. Along this Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, precisely some few meters to Redeem car park, see, I walked into a filling station and right at the pump is 1,200 naira. So I bought 5 liters for 1,200 times 5, that's almost about 6,000 naira. And I felt so bad that in the country where we are, it's been excruciating pains going around, filling stations everywhere filled. And I asked myself, why are we always in this situation? Are we cost? Even when we have the product, are we cost? But one thing I've realized is that I understand that government is trying to reduce the price. We are wicked to ourselves because these products are available in most of these filling stations, but they are exploiting us. They are giving us pains, excruciating pains. We are in pains. If there's anything the government can do, we will appreciate it. God bless Nigeria. And I believe in this country. I believe the resources that God has given it to us, it is not to punish us, but we are punishing ourselves. God help us all.
We've been on this fuel issue for the past 3 days. And we have been here, like today now, I've been here since 12 o'clock. I'm driving out without fuel. This is an empty tank. So we have been struggling with keg, no way. Getting to the pump, no way. So for now, the economy is so bad. It's treating us in the way we didn't expect. And I thought what the government is saying, it seems as if it's a deceive, because people are carrying the rumor that the fuel will be going down to 400. But in spite of that, it's an increase. It's only those who are at the top there can tell us the when, because we are here. We are not in Abuja. The authority come from there. So Lagos is, people are saying Lagos is still fair, but we don't know how far it is.
The situation in the country has been miserable. You don't know where to start. But this fuel issue is the worst of it all, because this one affects everybody. I started from Lagos Island. I said, okay, since I'm living around Mabore area, that it will be easier for me to get fuel. I moved down from Alakbere down here, nowhere. This is where I normally buy fuel. When I came in at first, a lot of people were here. I had to move on straight to Ebafo. From Ebafo, I turned at this Muslim church there. Got to NNPC. We were standing there only for me to now. They came and told us that they are not selling. I moved down again, turn under the bridge here, and then queue up here. I don't know whether these people are still selling or not. If they are not selling, I just manage the one I get and then go and park my car at home. So it has been miserable. I don't know how to describe it. It's annoying that in a country like Nigeria, that God has blessed with human and mineral resources deposited inside the ground of this country, and yet we are suffering like this. It can't continue this way. I know that there are generations that come up and say, oh, this has to stop. And they will take it off from where these people have taken us to. And there's a lot of hope, especially for the young ones like you guys.